young people, because it felt like that film hadn't been made before in Northern Ireland, or indeed in Ireland. So, you know, starting from that, I quickly developed the characters of Malachy and Luke and Michelle, and then they started to take over.
It's a bigger point about filmmaking in Northern Ireland, I think, is that we've got to the point now where you know, films don't have to be what anything to do with the past here, really. You know, I suppose people have really tried to make that kind of film for a long time, but the unfortunate thing was that you know, what was more the case was people trying to make films that were in some way related to you know, the political problems here. You know, so.
Growing up here ourselves, we always knew there were other stories to be told that come from here, and so we loved the script because it was a great teen story, but also it resonated with the different phase of this country's history. You know, like the teenagers in the story, you could say that Belfast and Northern Ireland are going through a bit of a sort of rites of passage stage, a bit of adolescence, trying to work out what, you know, the next phase of life or the next shape it's going to take is going to be.
I guess it's just sort of a coming of age really story, especially sort of for my character really, to sort of really sort of grow out of that sort of lifestyle and sort of realising there's more to life than just sort of messing about really with stuff like that. So
it's the first thing I think I've read where it's based here, totally Belfast, and not about the Troubles, and there's not one mention of any form of what, and that's unbelievable, do you know what I mean? And hopefully that's the start of a whole new generation of films that are going to come up, and it could be based anywhere, you know.
Yeah, it's really amazing actually to be involved with so many Indigenous filmmakers from here as well. So the crew, producers, we're all from Northern Ireland, so I think it's a real step forward for Indigenous filmmaking.
I think it's great. I love the idea of telling stories about here, looking at the city that we live in, which we're all very proud of. I happen to be from Belfast. And you know, we're emerging, we're becoming a very new, there's so much potential for what we are at the minute, you know, so I love the idea that it has nothing to do with the Troubles, despite the title, by the way.
Two best mates who are at that age where it's kind of like, oh, what's next? Is it college or is it living on the streets because Mammy and Daddy won't pay the rent?
This friendship between these two guys and the closeness of that, and the banter that they share, and also the warmth of that relationship, I think that's the real centre of the film.
So, you guys going to the lifeboat?
yeah, maybe. We're thinking of it. What about you?
That's the plan. Michelle! Well, maybe see you down there.
Here, hold up. Give us your number. Just, if we do decide to go, give me a shout something.
All right, Leisureplex boy. 07404 508 414. Hi, is that Malachy?
Yeah?
Hi, Malachy, it's Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Can I speak to Luke, please?
We were very conscious of wanting to do something different with a world that people might have thought they understood, that they knew what it looked like, that it was all sort of grey streets and sort of troubles-ridden landscape.
As all this is going on, a girl comes along, both the lads kind of fancy her and kind of see it as a challenge to get her and so on. And a bit of a healthy competition ensues, going after the girls.
I think that, you know, she gives up this very sort of sexy, confident sort of facade, and it's just, you know, as it usually does, it just masks how vulnerable she is and how scared she is of not being wanted, you know.
I do like Malachy, yeah. It's sort of see quite a few little similarities in me really with Malachy, so it was yeah, it's quite fun to play him. Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, it's not all sort of doom and gloom. She does like to play with the boys and flirt with them, and when it starts getting deeper, that begins to scare her, I think.
The misadventures that happen over a short period of time to these two lads. One from a very stable background, one from a very unstable background, complicated by a girl